Only 3 teams remain undefeated so far this season, and ironically, in a cruel twist of fate, 2 of them will go head-to-head today in a battle to see who will join the All Flakes as an undefeated side at the end of round 3. It's Toulouse hosting the Flakers in the big matchup to finish up this round of the GRC. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, and welcome back along to your home of rugby. And of course, welcome back to the Global Rugby Challenge, or otherwise known as the Subscriber Series, where you guys take the field against the world's elite, and more often than not, against each other. Today, though, it is against the world's elite, because it's Toulouse who are in town taking on the travelling Flakers side. Both these teams are 2 wins and 0 losses, and both these sides have gone right to the wire to keep that record intact. Both sides in the last round won by 1 solitary point. For Toulouse, it was a 14-13 win over the Bolters. For, of course, the Flakers, it was a 28-27 win over Munster. Today, there can only be 1 more to go with that record. So taking a look at the 2 sides for tonight, we'll take a look at our subscriber side up into action first, which is the Flakers. And their starting 15 for this fixture will be as follows, kicking things off with the front row. Peter Matthews comes in for a start in the number 1 jumper. Ben Bobbs alongside him with Oscar Chakwara wearing the number 3 jersey. Moving into the locks in the second row, CJ Smith comes into the side and accompanies Chris Darrenson at 4 and 5. Moving into the pivotal back row, Michael Johnson will wear 6. It'll be Alpha Lautani in 7. And at the back will be Captain Craig Anderson donning the number 8. In the halves tonight will be Milo Marcos and Pedro Porter at 9 and 10. And throughout the midfield, we see a bit of a change direction here for Bernard Ankahan, who moves into inside centre to contribute a playmaking ability. Alongside him will be Oscar Johansson at outside centre. On the left wing will be Pierre Valentine. The right-hand side, the hero of the last couple of rounds for the Flakers, Botti Mandir in 14. And finishing things off at fullback will be Damien Martinzi at the back. For Toulouse, well, you know all about the side and how absolutely brilliant they are, and names that just flow throughout this French national team as well as this Toulouse side. By Malvaka, Aldeguerri, Flamand, Mayfu, Cross. Our stats are a bit of an outlier in that team, but Geelong, Dupont, Jamaner, Batuniata, another one who really just adds the star-studded power and X-Factor ability. The Argentinian Chocowares and Juan Cruz Malia will be in the midfield, and of course the finishing touches of Talzin and Ramos will complete this Toulouse side. There's a reason why they're undefeated, because they are very, very good. Having a look at the benches tonight for Toulouse, the home side will see Machand, Anu'u, Netzi, Brennan, Placines, Arteri, Intermac and Labelle. For the Flakers will be Barrett, Samuels, Lambrex, Holton, Valentine, Sanchez, Barrett and Capone. We are ready to go here. Looks like a good crowd too for this one in the dying light of the evening. So let's see who keeps hold of that 0 in the loss column. 2 of the best teams in the league this evening, both knowing how to pick up those late wins. We are good for kickoff here as Martenzi gets us underway for the Flakers in the white and yellow. Of course, Toulouse in the red and black as an early touch there. On the left for Batuniata finds Toulouse the early possession as they break their way out of their 22 through a nice Francois cross run. Getting a few metres gained here as Dupont looks for the run of hard Aldeguerri to his left side. Now a bit of width from Elstad. Finding the options, the numbers. Klaus moves Malia, gets it back to the left-hand side, and Cross eventually takes it back to contact as we are struggling to make the way out of the 22 here for Toulouse. And a great piece of defence there on the left wing. But Batuniata looking to go away, but Botti Mandir equal defensively as some good structural defence here very early on from the Flakers. Line out comes in, stolen off the throw of Bobbs. Well played by Reinhard Elstad. And a little kick away here from Dupont, gets up towards halfway, and Latinzi does well, finding his support there of Johnson, and now through the middle of the park they go, and looking, Lautani does very well to offload there as the Flakers struggle to hold on to the ball. Marcos has it now. He looks a nice ball to Porter. He's gone straight through. Big high bomb. Comes up against the defence of the back. And well claimed from Ramos, who shuts that down in absolute flash. Very good defensive play. And he's actually tapped this. He's not kicked it away. Instead, given it away to Juan Cruz Malia, who has gone deep down to Matinzi goes nicely to Pierre Valentine. Nice one side ball there from him as well as they give continuity up as charging the middle. Sakwara, nice little offload as well. Bubbling up the middle of the park. First try on it. Anderson goes wide. Looks for his pace. Looks for the finishes. And it's Bernard Ankahan that delivers the first try. Well, it's been Toulouse off the kickoff, but the Flakers get a little bit of counteract ball, and look what they do with it. Straight up the guts, good run here from Sakwara, goes back inside nicely to Johnson, who finds Anderson. The captain knows best though, and he knows where his finishes are. And of course the man, very experienced, very versatile, Bernard Ankahan playing in the inside centre 12 jersey tonight. Shows just his ability to be in the right place, no matter the number. 5-0 Flakers lead. They've hardly got into the danger zone of Toulouse at all, but here they are with a 7-point lead thanks to the boots of Matinzi at the back. And the Flakers off to a fiery start despite some early defensive pressure. Well, not really what Toulouse were after there. They struggled to make their way out with ball in hand, and then once they did get out of it, a counter-attack or brilliance from the Flakers put them back under pressure. Now let's see if the Flakers can get themselves out of a bit of territorial pressure. Eventually Marcos does get a kick away, and they'll rumble it back through the Argentinian midfield there of Milia, who finds just over halfway as Dupont goes left side and looking for the forwards, but doesn't really get the charging run he wants. Malvarca's the one to take it in to contact. They really look clueless in attack here at Toulouse at the moment, which is a bit of a concern as they rumble forward, using the ball very, very well. Dupont goes to the right. Ramos is up in the line. A bit more initiative on. A high tackle flying in. Danger from CJ Smith. Lucky to stay on the paddock. But I tell you what, that was a bit better from Toulouse. They're going for the corner. 7-0 down. They've not opted for 3, and they've got a great kick in as well. Anton Dupont puts in a brilliant touch finder. And now we get to see what a little bit of confidence will do for the Toulouse side. Malvarca to throw. 6 metres out. Flakers on defence here. Good take two from Maifu. Now it's Dupont, goes short. Malvarca charging the line, what an offload! In for the try! Toulouse hit back in a flash. That was brilliant. The hooker, Malvarca, took the line on, got it behind, threw it out the back door, and who was there? A man we have mentioned a million times over tonight already. Juan Cruz Milia, the Argentinian, proving to be a valuable asset here for the French club. Hit it at pace. Matinzi was nowhere to be found on defence. And once Malvarca made that initial bust, there's no going back. Great try, they're close. Toulouse showing just why they are up here undefeated alongside the All Flakes and the Flakers. As Thomas Ramos drills over the shot, a goal nice and easy to get his account underway tonight to make it 7 points apiece. 26 gone. Close enough game so far, both sides with chances, taking them when they can. As Matinzi gets us back underway, deep kick this time, and Malvarca drags in a good offload here, finding the support room for Jaminer, who kicks this one away. Down to Matinzi, who looks for touch, and that's not a bad kick, but Ramos will clean it up in the corner before the defence converges on him by, and here's a good line, brilliantly through, Fleming goes, oh, he's got support on his right as well, it's Jaminer, foot race in the corner for Jaminer, coming across, ankle tap, brilliant from Matinzi, turnover as well, and here come the Flakers, one end to the other, oh, Mandier's gone for the corner, and his kick will dribble into touch. Oh, they just about turned it on there, the Flakers, after Jaminer, who's hardly done much tonight, had a near clean run away from Matinzi. There's some good ruck work. Just about pushed it back the other way. Fully expected Mandier to really take it on himself there. I didn't think he'd pass that one. As Toulouse look out to this right hand side. There's the hard work of Chocolatez. Back it goes to Jaminer, who looks to kick out of the territory of his own 22. It's something he's not really pushed too hard in the early parts of this match, and Materazzi kicks it back, and deeper kick from somebody shallower from Materazzi, and look at the difference in the chase as well as the Flakers have turned this brilliantly into an attacking chance. Pierre Valentine down the left wing, no chance for Oz. Valentine scores. That's how you use a squad for the Flakers. Pierre Valentine, great work on the left wing, such an experienced player, shows his full set of skills here as it all launched from the first try scorer Ankahan. Through the back line it goes, and finding the pace on the left wing, and too much distance to cover for Thomas Ramos this time, and the Flakers take their lead back. Well, it was a game where both sides were really chancing their arms, looking to dominate their territory battle. We saw the difference in kicking, as we'll see what Matinzi's got here from the left edge. Great kick from the fullback. It's 14-7. Styles of play very different here. Toulouse looking deep with their kicks. We were mentioning it just before the big break there from Valentine. Whereas the Flakers going a bit shallower, going a bit more contestable, getting the defence right up in the face of the defending players looking for the catch. It's proved to be a valuable tactic so far. We say they can keep it up here as BC Porter gets it back from Marcos, and he drills us into touch as the buzzer goes for half-time. The two teams head to the sheds with the Flakers in the lead here, 14 points to 7, and a very even contest between these two front-running teams of the GRC. Well, look at the stats here at half-time. Flakers may lead on the scoreboard, but it is Toulouse who had all the early goings, all the opportunities, but just couldn't turn into points. Both sides of 4 line breaks as well, makes a very telling stat near the bottom, but they've just got to turn those opportunities into points. Flakers, 2 tries for 4 line breaks, much more pleasing than 25% turnaround seen from Toulouse. Here's Pinot, getting us back underway. A deep kick, this one down to Marcos, who passes nicely to Smith as well, and great continuity work here, and busting straight to the middle is Johansson. Not seen too much from the outside centre tonight, Oscar Johansson, but he did well there.
Advantage.
Marcos knocks on. Disappointing finish there. Look to take it on himself, continue that fast pressure. Tackle too much for the scrum half. Here's a run from Cross. Gets it back, didn't really want that. Little room to left-hand side, is trying to bump his way through as Chocolades. Dupont once more, numbers to the left side if he can release his pass, but we go back for the knock-on from number 9. Hello, Marcos.
Crouch. Bind.
Error from the Flakers scrum half.
Set.
Here's Dupont, being very solid so far tonight for Toulouse. As we tick our way towards the 50-minute mark, going to the right-hand side. Jamaner cuts out and goes quickly out to the right wing of Townsend. Now, room here, opportunity, great breaking, it's past Matinzi. All flows perfectly. Chocolades back inside to Outstands, who can't get away. Oh, that is some scramble defence from the Flakers. I tell you what, Townsend was down the wing, Chocolades in support, and somehow those two couldn't finish the job. Flakers line out, delivered, Bobs does well, going nicely to the back option of Chris Darrenson. Marcos runs alone himself, looks to dummy to Valentine. Eventually Smith will have a crack as well, and he's gone backwards with the carry. Craig Anderson, one that normally loves to go forward, and he does so very well. Captain leading from the front. Marcos back in control of the reins here. It's a good run here from Peter Matthews. Oh, brilliant from Matthews. He's still going up middle of the park. Looks to his right. Support is there. Numbers around on the right-hand wing. And Bonte Mandir will be gone. See you later. Goodbye. Good night. Shut the gate. He's out of here. Bonte Mandir, never to be outdone. Consistency throughout the season. He loves a try. He also loves a match winner, although that one may be past the point already. Matinzi up in the line, gave that final pass to Bonte Mandir, but how about the run? The brilliant run as well by the front rowers, Ben Bobs and Peter Matthews. Also, credit goes to Craig Anderson, who actually got them going forward. But Bonte Mandir, really quality finisher on that right side. He has been one of the standouts this season, especially for the Flakers. They extend their lead now with a chance to be up to 14 points. Here is the kick from Cincy. And it is good. 21 points to 7. Flakers in control as we make our way through towards the hour mark now, and this is becoming area of concern for Toulouse, who have fallen behind by 14. They need 3 scores now to get back into the league. 2 to tie it up. Of course, had to be converted as Marcos takes a kick down, and Anderson, who will not kick it himself, he's driven the way forward and done very well too. Good carries here from Anderson. Back it goes to Marcus, and that was taken back, but was he in the 22? Just in the 22. Marcos getting away with the opportunity there. And Toulouse will have to work this out from their own half. Malvaka to throw. Line-out's been good so far, and I just put the curse on him straight away. It's a turnover from Darrenson in the middle, and now through the back line it goes, the Flakers. Botti Mandir, 1 to B, goes up against Ramos, and he's hugged, and he's slugged to ground. Good defence there. Johansson really proving to be a key player in that midfield, linking up nicely with Mandir as Chakwara has a go. Here's Marcos into the midfield, and around nicely, and Ben Bobs, who looks very aggressive and hard to stop. Massive room on the left here. They score 3 tries they wanted to. It's Ankahan who spots the hole. It almost goes through. Marcos, so he does himself. Brilliant little snipe from Milo Marcos. And 26 points to 7. The scoreboard has elevated itself far beyond the Toulouse wildest nightmares. Well, the defence was really struggling here. Lewis Johansson, surprised he didn't go himself. He just looked up and seen screaming. Would have been Bernard Ankahan for that hole. Ankahan almost went himself, but of course more pressure through that middle of the park. They couldn't recover in time to lose. Great finish from the hard run through the guts, just off the breakdown from Marcos. Here's Matinzi. Easy one to wrap him up. 28 points to 7. Time ticking down now. It's surely too little, too late for a comeback of the Toulouse side. 13 minutes remain. Clinical display here from the Flakers. They look like they are now the team that will hang on alongside the All Flakes to that undefeated record. That's a great pass as well. Somehow finding the support. As again they swing it through the back line. Pierre Valentine looking to get away. Can't do so. Slips it back inside and Marcos takes it to ground. Chakwano will go alone himself and finds support nicely. Peter Matthews finds Pierre Valentine. Dummies inside while he's taken from behind. Didn't see the defender coming. Big turnover out of Gary. Great play from the Toulouse tight end prop. Change directions out of Gary. He said he wants to go in, but he goes out back to Townsend. Townsend will take on Matinzi. Great defence. Octavian Matinzi has been really involved tonight. Townsend showed him the inside, took the outside, and almost got away with it as well. Ben Bobs to throw. 7 minutes remain. Short and 5-man line out for this one, and stolen by Toulouse. Another chance here maybe from Mayfu. Right, Dupont has the ball. He'll run. Dupont straights up. Oh, Antoine Dupont will run into the corner and get tripped away into touch. Oh, my word. Once again, Matinzi on the money as Antoine Dupont goes millimetres short of the corner flag. Ben Bobs will hope to get this one right, and he does. Finds the man, CJ Smith at the front. I've got to say, there's no question, there's got to be a kick away here from the Flakers. Under immense pressure, the ball hardly moving, it's wobbling about. And Marcos does go straight to touch. That's a smart kick from the number 9. Manzier approves. They don't want to be under pressure any more than each other. Let's push Toulouse back out towards that 10-metre line. Malvaka to throw. Minute to play. Is there some sort of consolation here for Toulouse? It won't get them a bonus point, but it will keep their confidence high. Here's Townsend. Back inside he goes. Great drop-off ball. Chabanez in the 22. Options left and right. Oh, he picks it. Batuniata. Great option taking. Chabanez hitting the ball at pace. Straight through he goes. And what a shame. We didn't see more of that from Toulouse earlier in the game. That early period of the match, they could have really put themselves in the box seat here. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Sirabai with a great drop-off ball, finding the hard line of Jamanier. And Batuniata does what he does best and scores the try on the left side. Well, it started off so promising for Toulouse. They lost that middle period of the match as Ramos adds the extra 2. They cut the lead by 7, but a little lack of concentration, a little lack of consistency, and the game, well, it fell away from them. Full time goes the Flakers. Clinical as you like, weathered the storm early, fought back hard, took their chances, and put the game beyond doubt. Botti Mantier getting some good appreciation from his teammates there. He really was key. He had a big part to play, as did Pierre Valentine, who normally doesn't get the plaudits, but was very good tonight for the Flakers, as well as that back row and second row, and the front row as well. The forwards doing a lot of hard work for the Flakers. 28-14, Batuniata and Juan Cruz Malia grabbing the tries for Toulouse. Ramos converting both of them, but for the Flakers, Marcos, Valentine, and Kahan and Mantia all grabbing 1 each, and Matinzi with all 4 conversions to go with it as well. Having a look at the full-time stats, Toulouse, from that first half, they really dominated the game. They were in control on the field, but they weren't in control ever on the scoreboard, leading never more than by 1 try. So that was something that they had to look to work on, taking those chances and putting the points on the board. Tackle count was always clean, it was always close, and these two sides didn't look as far away as the scoreboard is showing them there at the full-time whistle. So it was a great performance here, all led from the forwards, and Matthews and Bobs were exceptional for the Flakers side. And of course, Craig Anderson finding a bit of form at number 8 too will be pleasing for the Flakers side. Now, let's take a look at the table after that matchup. We can see that there are 2 teams now undefeated, and that is the Flakers, who are now, thanks to their bonus points, top of the table. Yes, they sit top of the table, 2 bonus points from their 3 games so far, and have 14 points in total. 1 more than the All Flakes, who are also 3-0, but they've just got the 1 bonus point and less of a points differential to go with it. The TOULOUSE sit in 3rd. They are down on 10, but it's, well, really problem areas now for the Dragons and the Guardians, who are down with a 1-win, 2-loss record in 6th and 8th position, but still very early days here in the tournament so far. We're going to see some other results go down there at the end for Munster, who go 0-3, and of course for Toulouse, they suffer their first loss, but still sitting in 4th position. They are leapfrogged by the Flakers, and a good chance here to have a very good season in the GRC. Okay, that is round 3 complete now. You can see here that we have had that 1 extra AI match with the Crusaders. Wow, getting more wins here in the GRC than Super Rugby at the moment. Up over Munster, 25 points to 19. We had a full round there. See the Toa up by 6 over the Guardians. Bolters going down to Saracens by 4. Dragons losing out in a cracking game against the All Flakes. They probably should have won. Toulouse going down to the Flakers. And we just see Crusaders up over Munster. Round 4, though, looks absolutely phenomenal. We've got a couple of really big games here. Starting off with the Bolters taking on the Guardians. Then the big subscriber clash sees the Toa versus the Dragons. That's a must-win for both of those sides. Probably more so for the Dragons, who need to get back on that even ledger. The Flakers will take on the Saracens, and the All Flakes will fight up with Munster. Crusaders and Toulouse will wrap up round 4 in a match that surely Toulouse will want to bounce back from in a big way. That does do it for me, though, tonight. Thank you for tuning and watching. Round 3 is complete. How are you finding the series so far? How is your player and your team going? Let me know in the comment section below. We'll be back again with plenty more from the GRC. But until then, thanks for watching as always, and take care.